Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another edition of Soccer as We Like It. Qatar has finally come down to all knockout. The last set of teams went home today, and the last set of teams qualified for the knockout stage. Let's quickly go through the first group stages. First game today was Portugal against South Korea. Portugal already qualified, but South Korea beat them by 2-1. In the other part of that, in the other teams in that group were Ghana and Uruguay, who have beef from 2010 when Ghana felt they were cheated out of a goal that should have stood, but Luis Suarez put the ball, touched the ball with his hand and was sent off, and resulted penalties against Ghana in which they missed. That would have been the first time an African team had got into the quarterfinals. But we would have thought that was 2010 bad blood. Ghana would have had the initiative to make sure they won today, but they were completely abysmal, shambolic, and absolutely a letdown to the country of Ghanaians. And the Black Stars went home in a black full of shame. They lost by 2-0, even though both of them were going home. Goodbye and good night to Ghana and Uruguay. Even though Luis Suarez said he has nothing to apologize for, he was punished by with a red card, but there was no need for. He didn't say anything to apologize to the Ghanaian people. Right, the next group, so Portugal and Korea go through into that group, into the knockout stage. The next group was Brazil, who had already qualified again, lost to Cameroon 1-0. Was it a shock? No, it wasn't a shock due to the fact Ghana had already, Brazil already qualified. They just put a weakened team just to turn up. And Vincent Abubakar scored the winning goal in the last minute. He shook the referee's card. He took his shirt off to celebrate. The referee said, "Here's your yellow card. Here's the second one for taking for indecent exposure. You're off." So he was sent off at the final whistle of the game, which was "See you in 2026 in the United States." So Abubakar scored for Cameroon when they beat Brazil 1-0, but he was sent off. It was funny. The ref shook his hand, yellow card, red card, off, son. So, those of you who are wondering why I'm wearing this attire today, if you are a music person and you know, or you don't know. It's simple as that. Let me move this to this side. There we go. Right. Let's keep her up here. So, those of you who know, today is December the 2nd, 2022. 40 years today, an album called Thriller by Michael Jackson was released, and the video, the horror when they did pumping them, pumping them. Cha, 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 cha. Yes, if you know it, you know. If you don't know. It's exactly 40 years today, the 40th anniversary of the Thriller. So I'm paying tribute to the King of Pop, Michael Jackson. So that's where we are. While wearing my white glove and my leather jacket, and I'm going to da, do, da, do, da, do, da, da. Right, back to football. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Soccer as We Like It. Thank you very much. Qatar's it's beginning to come clearly. We begin to see the teams that are going forward and the teams that are going home and are saying goodbye and good night. So the knockout stages is literally ready. The first set of matches start tomorrow with England playing Senegal and USA playing Netherlands. My predicted score would be Netherlands 2, USA 1, England 2, Senegal 1. Those games might go into extra time because this is not a point stage anymore. It's knockout. You lose, you go to the next round. If you win, you go to the next stage. You lose, it's goodbye and good night. See you in 2026. So overall today, it was some good games. Brazil threw it out a weekend score because they're already qualified. Portugal, same thing, weekend score, they're already qualified. But Uruguay and Ghana was a good game, but Ghana just did not turn up. I don't know what happened to them. Maybe the occasion got to them and they just could not deliver. It was just quite disappointing. The game was literally just on the Ghanaian side, just as bad as a damn squid. Also, the Korea really wanted to qualify, so they beat Portugal, who fielded the weakened side and could not be asked. Because you see, when you field the weakened side, you don't know. So France did the same thing, they lost. Brazil did the same thing, they lost. Portugal did the same thing because they've already qualified. And you don't want to risk injuries and suspensions. It's not worth it. If you qualify, you qualify. So you know what I mean? You're just turning up. You know what I mean? So that is how those games were put. But the teams that beat them will always have on the resumes and CVs will say, we beat Brazil, we beat Portugal, we beat France. It is what it is. So overall, this knockout has been interesting. There have been shocks. There have been some poor performances. There've been some fantastic performances. We reflect on that when we start the knockout tomorrow. The worst teams, the four worst teams to me: Qatar, Wales, Canada, and I'll just put Belgium because of who they were, and they just did not deliver. From considering what is expected from Belgium, ranked number 2, and you couldn't get to knockout stage, mate, please, bloody hell, just go home, mate. And Martinez did the best thing to just step down and resign. So it was a good game. I loved it. I thought Brazil were okay. They just put a weekend score just to turn up, and Vincent Abu Bakr of Cameroon took an opportunity and scored. And he was celebrating, was happy, took off his shirt. You know, you want to sometimes say, the rules sometimes too strict, but he already got yellow card. You get a yellow card for taking your shirt off, and he previously had a yellow card, so 2 yellow cards equal 1 red. Ref said, thank you very much. Congratulations, you're off, mate, on your bike. And it was game over. Another thing I was going to talk about was the Korea game was okay. You know, Portugal scored first, Korea equalized, Korea scored second half, and Korea just needed to qualify. It was good for CC Korea qualify. So Portugal will play Brazil. Portugal will play Switzerland. Switzerland also qualified, beating Serbia 3-2. Now that was a game that was really full of surprises. Switzerland lost to Brazil but beat Cameroon. Serbia drew with Cameroon, lost to Brazil. So they needed to win, but Switzerland were not playing no games. It was just they went out like a house on fire and hit Serbia quick and in a hurry and got 3 goals and called it a day. 3-2 was the final score between Switzerland and Serbia. 3 to Serbia and 2 goals. 3 goals to Switzerland and 2 goals to Serbia. I'm just mixing my words now. It's been a long day. It's been exciting. I've enjoyed this knockout. But tell us what you thought about this knockout. Who were your favorite teams? Are your teams still in the tournament? Let us know when we follow them. We're going to be looking at the Manchester United players over the weekend who are still in the tournament and who have done well for their clubs and for their countries so far. I'm Tim Ross, your host. For now, it's back to straight knockout. You win, you're through. You lose, you're going home. Ta-ta, and see you in 2026. I'll see you guys very soon. Don't forget, England and Senegal tomorrow, USA and Netherlands tomorrow. So follow this channel and we'll keep you posted and post pictures and videos of fans from all sides talking about this game. So don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you next one. Who is taking this trophy home? I'll see you guys in the next one. See you soon.